Italian football lover channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day 32 games of Serie. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. Thank you so much. Let's start with Udinese Milan game of. Udinese is going to be at home, but Udinese is going down and down in the recent games. They lost against 1-0 Verona in last match at home. They lost against 2-1 Inter in away game, my dear friends. And at the same time, they lost against 1-0 Genoa in last away game. And Milan team really is so inconsistent team this season. And they got some, Milan got some poor results in away games against strong opponents. But Milan won versus 3-2 Lecce in away game. But they lost against 2-1 Napoli in last away game. Milan stayed draw against 2-2 Fiorentina in last match at home. My dear friends, this is gonna be so challenging game, but I feel in that way, just by 1 goal margin, I wanna take a chance to Milan for victory. Udinese 1, Milan 2 is my prediction for this game. Venezia, Monza, Venezia is second to last on the point table. Monza is at the bottom of the point table. They are in so poor situation. And Venezia couldn't get any victory for a long time in Serie like Monza. Venezia got so many draws. They stayed draw against, my dear friends, Como and Lecce 1-1 in the recent 2 away games. They lost against 1-0 Bologna in last match at home. Before they stayed draw against 0-0 Napoli at home. Monza team stayed draw against Parma 1-1 at home. They lost against 3-0 Cagliari in last away game. Again Monza lost against 3-1 Como in last match at home. What can I do under these circumstances, my dear friends? I cannot take a chance this poor Monza team. This is time to win for Venezia, but again this is gonna be so challenging match. Just by 1 goal difference, I wanna take a chance to Venezia for victory. Venezia 1, Monza 0 is my prediction for this game. Inter Cagliari, Inter is going to be at home. And my dear friends, Inter got back-to-back victories at home. They won versus 3-2 Monza at home. They won against 2-1 Udinese in last match at home. But Inter stayed draw against 2-2 Parma in last away game. Nevertheless, Inter is at the top position. And at the same time, they are playing in Champions League. And Cagliari team got so bad results in away games, my dear friends. But they stayed draw against Empoli 0-0 in last away game. Before they lost against 1-0 Roma in away game. Cagliari team stayed draw against Genoa 1-1 at home. They won versus 3-0 Monza in last match at home. Cagliari is playing a little bit better at home. But nevertheless, Cagliari will force Inter. After a hard clash, Inter will win over against Cagliari. Inter 1, Cagliari 0 is my prediction for this game. Juventus Lecce. Lecce is so close to relegation zone. And at the same time, they couldn't get any victory in Serie for a long time. Lecce team lost against 2-1 Genoa in last away game. They stayed draw against 1-1 Venezia in last match at home. Before Lecce lost against 1-0 Roma at home. Lecce is in so bad situation, my dear friends, and they lost against 1-0 Fiorentina in away game. Juventus team really is going on better under the management of Igor Tudor. They won versus 1-0 Genoa in last match at home. They stayed draw against Roma 1-1 in last away game. But before, Juventus team lost against 4-0 Atalanta at home, my dear friends. And Juventus is stronger and better team than Lecce. But again, Lecce will force Juventus. This is my opinion. Again, just by 1 goal margin, Juventus will win over against Lecce. Juventus 2, Lecce 1 is my prediction for this game. Atalanta Bologna. Atalanta is going to be at home. And Atalanta couldn't get any victory at home for a long time. And Atalanta is in descending process. Really, they are living setback as of lately. And Atalanta team lost against 1-0 Fiorentina in last away game. Again, they lost against 1-0 Lazio in last match at home. But before, Atalanta team won versus 4-0 Juventus in away game. But they are in so poor situation and they lost against 2-0 Inter at home. They got 2 consecutive defeat at home against Inter and Lazio. Bologna is so dangerous team. Bologna is on the 4th spot. Atalanta is on the 3rd spot. Really, my dear friends, Bologna got some good results in away games at the same time, and Bologna got some draws in away games. Atalanta got some draws at home, my dear friends. And Bologna team won versus 2-1 Verona in away game. They won against 1-0 Venezia in last away game. Bologna team won versus 5-0 Lazio at home, my dear friends. This is gonna be so challenging game. Atalanta is seeming a little bit closer to victory, but I cannot count on this Atalanta team like this. Because of that, Draw is going to be my prediction. Draw is my prediction for this game. Atalanta 1, Bologna 1. And Fiorentina Parma. Fiorentina is going to be at home. Fiorentina is going on perfect as of lately. And they won versus 3-0. Juventus at home. They won against 1-0. Atalanta at home. Again, they stayed draw against 2-2 Milan in last away game. Parma is showing us so poor performances in away games. Parma is playing a little bit better at home as of lately. Parma stayed draw against 2-2 Torino and Inter at home. But Parma lost against 1-0 Udinese in away game, my dear friends. And at the same time, they stayed draw against Parma stayed draw against Verona 0-0 in last away game. Again, Parma will force Fiorentina. They are close to the relegation zone. But just by 1 goal margin, I want to take a chance to Fiorentina for victory. Fiorentina 1, Parma 0 is my prediction for this game. Verona Genoa. Verona is going to be at home. And this Verona team is decent team, but at the same time, Genoa is playing better at home. Genoa got some draws in away games sometimes. And at the same time, Verona stayed draw against Parma 0-0 in last match at home. Again, Verona remained draw against 1-1 Torino in last away game. Before Verona lost against 2-1 Bologna at home. Genoa team lost against 1-0 Juventus in away game. Before Genoa stayed draw against 1-1 Cagliari in away game. Genoa won versus 1-0 Udinese in last match at home. Genoa is dangerous team. Verona is seeming little bit closer to victory because of playing at home. But Genoa will force Verona considerably because of that. Draw is my prediction. Draw. Verona 0, Genoa 0. And Como Torino. Como got 2 consecutive draws at home. They stayed draw against Venezia and Empoli 1-1 in the recent 2 games at home. Como won versus 3-1 Monza in last away game. Torino team got some draws in away games. They stayed draw against Parma 2-2 in away game. Torino stayed draw against 1-1 Lazio in last away game. Again, they remained draw against 1-1 Verona in last match at home. Torino is good and decent team. Como is playing better at home, my dear friends. Como is seeming again a little bit closer to victory than Torino. But Torino will force Como significantly. Because of that, draw is going to be my prediction. Draw. Como 1, Torino 1. And Lazio, Roma. Lazio is going to be at home. And Lazio team won versus 1-0 Atalanta in last away game. Before they won against 2-1 Milan in away game. But Lazio stayed draw against 1-1 Udinese in last match at home. Before Lazio stayed draw against Torino. Lazio stayed draw against Torino 1-1 at home. And my dear friends, they got some draws at home. Roma team is going on so good under the management of Ranieri, but they stayed draw against Juventus 1-1 in last match at home. Before they won versus 1-0 Cagliari at home. Roma won versus 1-0 Venezia and Empoli in the recent 2 away games. Roma has so strong team defense. This is derby game. In the first game, Roma won versus Lazio 2-0 this season. My dear friends, really, this is gonna be so challenging game. Lazio is 2 points ahead of Roma. And my dear friends, Lazio is seeming a little bit closer to victory. I feel in that way. But when we think about Roma's last performances, my prediction is again draw. Again draw, my dear friends. Draw. Lazio 1, Roma 1. And Napoli, this is the last match of the week. Napoli is going to be at home. And Napoli is on the second spot. They are playing for the title. They won versus 2-1 Milan and Fiorentina in the recent 2 games at home. Napoli stayed draw against 0-0 Venezia in away game. Empoli team stayed draw against 1-1 Como in last away game. Before they lost against 1-0 Torino in away game. Empoli stayed draw against 0-0 Cagliari in last match at home. Empoli is third to last on the point table. They are in so hard relegation battle. But again, after a hard clash, Napoli will make the advantage of playing at home. They will win over against Empoli. Napoli 2, Empoli 1 is my prediction for this game. All my predictions like this. Match day 32 games of Serie A. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. You may write your comments down below. Please tap the like button. It makes me so happy. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye.